Over the past few months, I've made more thumbnails than I can count, for more creators than I can keep track of. Today, I'll show you how.
From modeling to rendering to editing, I'll show you all the steps in my unique workflow. So the first step is to use Blockbench to model a player. Go to the Blockbench website, click Minecraft Skin, create new model. Select Slim, Bedrock Edition, and then choose your texture. Enable layer texture. Then go to Pose and set the pose to default. Go to File, Convert Project, and convert it to a generic model. Rename your project to something descriptive. Then enable all the layers. As a side note, you can add armor to your player by creating new skin models for both the main armor and leggings, converting them to generic models, and then importing them into your main project. You can also add items to your player by importing extruded textures. Then go to File, Export, Export GLTF model. Disable export animations, and click Confirm. Now that you have your model downloaded, you need to render it. I use a mobile app called Nomad Sculpt, which is available on iOS and Android, but the full version is paid. You can also use Sketchfab, which is free. Once in Nomad, you can add a light source. You can position the light source using the gizmo. Normally I increase the intensity to about 3 times. Then you can begin posing your player by selecting the groups in the Layer tab. Make sure you have Snap enabled so that each body part goes to fixed positions. Now enable post-processing. These are the settings I normally use, and they are saved between projects. You can play around with them and customize them how you like. To line up the player with the background, I use the reference image feature. Once you're happy with how the render looks, you're ready to export. Go to File, Render, Enable Transparent Background, set the final size to 1080, and then click Export PNG. Now you're ready for editing. There are many different applications you can use to edit your thumbnails. I use a mobile illustration app called Procreate, but the steps I'll be showing you can apply to any editing software. First, add your background and player images. Now, replace the sky on the background by cutting it out. Next, add a shadow to your player by creating a black oval and reducing the transparency. To enhance the appearance of the player, I like to adjust the curves and add an outer highlight. You should keep adjusting all the layers until they look good. Now you can add text. You can add a 3D effect and some shadows to your text to make it look better. If you want, you can add warp to your text box or leave it flat. And now we're done. If you have any questions or if there's anything I can help you with, feel free to message me. To find resources and get feedback on thumbnails, I've linked a few Discord servers in the description. This is SparkSky, and I'll see you next time.